Serious. Redditors currently in a relationship. Besides dinner and a movie, what are your favorite activities for day at night? We like those free evening concerts offered by music departments of local colleges, universities. They're excellent quality, and often followed by receptions with good food and a chance to meet new, interesting people. As a musician, I thank you for this smiley face. Our policy now is, whatever we do, we have the X first. Literally, we drop the kid off with her parents then go have X. It's so much better this way. We discovered we both hated having X after going out to dinner. You're kind of full, sometimes of garlic breath, it's late, you're tired, etc. If you do it before it's more fun. You spend the time better. I'd rather rush dinner if I have to rush something. And then when you go out you're totally relaxed and you enjoy whatever you do a lot more. Because you just got laid. Plus you can have X after 2 if you're feeling up to it. Whoa Hercules, are you trying to cover X for the whole month in one night? I laughed. And then I cried. Plus, X is bonding, so you go out together feeling even more close and happy and loved. Why waste all those good post-X feelings on sleeping? I like your idea. My wife will read books that she likes to me. I love it. I wish my man was into this. Have you asked? If I were asked, I'd go along with it. We went to an observatory at a local university to stargaze. I love doing that. My so and I just went a week ago. And it was free. Oh yeah, thanks for your post. I forgot to mention that in my original message. Stargazing is very romantic and it's free. Even at the university using their telescopes it was free. But to look at other stars we had to go out of the city. Too much light. Games. Could be board games, video games or sports. Depending on the couples' personalities you can play competitively or cooperatively. But either way it's a great way to spend an evening with your so. Board games are either gonna pull you closer together or tear you apart. Good luck. We break up at least once a game, if he screws me over, but we get back together by the end. When we play Trivial Pursuit my husband will read the cards in thick made-up accents at weird rhythms so you can't understand anything. Like, I'm just going to ask to read it myself now. What is even the point of doing that? And I'm pretty sure he reads the cards and skips any questions he thinks I would get, but I've never been able to catch him on it. My wife and I play strip Trivial Pursuit. Except if you get the question wrong, you also have to drink some more in addition to removing clothing. We've never finished a game. Haven't seen making dinner together yet. My so and I love to cook together. We are working on expanding our repertoire. After you cook you have something to wash down with wine. We don't have date nights per se, but every Friday, Saturday when the kid's in bed, we sit in the kitchen, get Spotify on and drink till midnight, whilst talking about the week and whatnot. Can't really remember the last time we actually watched any TV on a weekend. TV really dampens any potential for intimacy. And sometimes the best intimacy is shooting the breeze till midnight when the kids are sleeping. Keep on keeping on. TV does, but binging a series with an overarching story through Netflix is great since you can discuss theories. My wife and I like to visit breweries in our area, go to concerts or just people watch in various areas of town, such as Dirty 6th Street in Austin. I don't even drink and I like going to 6th Street for the pure, unadulterated joy of watching drunk people do stupid stuff. You're welcome. We walk around the city aimlessly sometimes and I love it. Probably not the best suggestion, but sometimes you can find interesting stuff along the way. And it's plenty of time to talk with no distractions like a movie or eating. I love this. I've lived in the same town for years and one day my ex and I were taking a walk and came across a huge gorgeous angel statue. It was in a field surrounded by trees so unless you were right there you never would have seen it. To this day it's one of my favorite places to go. The mixture creepy and beauty is incredible smiley face. My wife and I kind of ran out of ideas to do things that we both like. So we instituted a date day, night plan. We would alternate weeks where one spouse would choose what to do and not tell the other spouse. So we ended up doing a bunch of things that we have not tried before, because one of us was always disinterested in that activity or place to eat. Worked out great for me as my wife is picky. I wanted to go to the horse races, but she always poo-pooed the plan. Problem solved. Take her to lunch then head over to the track for a few hours, and she enjoyed it. I highly recommend this for everyone. Damn, 2000 karmas for a little idea. Took my wife to the horse races as well. Second race a horse went down with a broken leg and they put it down. I left with a sobbing wife and will probably never be able to go back. Do they just shoot the horse right there on the spot in front of the crowd? Fighting, as in play fighting. And with play fighting I mean, she trying to wrestle me, and I'm making sure she won't hurt herself in the progress. PSA, make sure to lock up overly excitable dog who tries to join so man friend doesn't get kicked in the nuts. Source. Last week's experience icing my fiancé's manhood. My so and I were tickle fighting at his parents' place. They were out of town, and they have 2 big dogs. I was winning so my so decided to call his dogs over to save him. They both just furiously licked his face while he was helpless to stop them. I demand pictures of these dogs. Living in the Northeast, during the summer there is a lot we do. Fishing, kayaking, hiking, softball, tubing, going to shows, dancing. In the winter the list looks a lot more like drinking, more, X, drinking then having X and then having more X, sleeping. Summer sounds rough. If we're trying to save money, on a Friday night we'll put on our comfiest PJs and make a giant pillow fort, bed with blankets on the floor in front of the couch. Then we make a giant bowl of popcorn, have whatever beer/wine is in the house and watch Netflix or a Disney movie. It makes us feel like kids again and is super relaxing and fun after a long work week. Nothing like a beer to make me feel like a kid again. Usually when my so's daughter goes to her grandparents' for a day, we end up doing one of the following: crossword puzzles, gaming together, a drive through the city or elsewhere with a good view, sitting in bed talking, a fun evening, night with alcohol and play. Sometimes ends up in us going to a karaoke bar for a few drinks. Wild, steamy X. Now that I've written that down I just realized we're a pretty boring couple. Don't be so glum. Every one of those activities involves heavy interaction between the 2 of you, which means you'll actually like each other, and that's better than most couples out there. That's very true. I just meant the activities might seem boring to others, but yes, we definitely do like each other. It might seem boring to other people, but the other people aren't there and weren't invited. My boyfriend and I mini golf for actual favors on occasion. We went to the actual driving range last time, though neither of us golf. We were so bad. We spent the whole time just trying to hit the little cart that goes around and collects the balls. It was great. We spent the whole time just trying to hit the little cart that goes around and collects the balls. I'm pretty sure that's the point of going to the driving range. At least everybody I know does it. Fun fact, when I was a kid, I thought people went to the driving range to drive the little car, and the golfers were employees trying to hit you. Why else would they call it a driving range? Kid logic. We just like to talk. Seriously, talking to your so is like the best thing you can do to keep your relationship healthy. Get to know them, learn about their hobbies, see what they like to do. Once you've been in a relationship for a year or 2, or longer, these conversations become more and more interesting as you learn more about each other. It's nice to have someone you can vent to about your day, or who knows everything about you, so you can just sit and commiserate about work with, or talk about weekend plans with, whatever. It's nice to have someone to talk to. I like this answer. My husband and I always start date night like, well, I have nothing to talk about. Nothing interesting happened this week. Then somewhere around the 3rd glass of wine we get going, and suddenly it's 4 a.m. and we've been talking for 8 hours. A lot of Hearthstone. We play other games together, and with more of our friends. But date night is for cuddling and getting mad at bad draws. We're pretty sure we used up our good RNG finding each other, but it's worth it. We're pretty sure we used up our good RNG finding each other, but it's worth it. Nerd love is adorable. 8. Hammocks. Grab yourself a cheap hammock off of eBay or whatever, plus some of those ratchet tie-down straps. Anywhere there are 2 things. You can string a hammock between them, that plus some crackers and cheese and wine and a sunset. You're solid. 2. Coffee and a wonder. Pretty much that. Fortunately we live walking distance to the cultural heart of our particular city, so an hour spent pee-uploaching tends to be worth it. Never, ever, ever, ever underestimate the value in looking straight into your girl, boy, friend's eyes while S. he tells you about their day. D. Civilization. Yeah, I know. But there's something about a solitaire-style sharing of the tactics and goals you've got shared between 2 people that both understand the game. It's like, what the frick, gentles? Did I not just stomp you into kindling? Why are you even attempting to bring your stupid keshiks toward my entrenched cavalry? Shared experience, I guess. Plus, it's got replayability. 2. Moderate drug use plus art. I mean, caffeine, THC, Alcohol. Just get a little stupid and create stuff. Markers, watercolors, pencil and paper. Trade ideas. Trade whole projects back and forth. End up with something that's both of yours. Paint on each other. Decorate the back of her hand. Whatever. 7. Not X, but connection. Physical contact. Skin on skin. As much of it as possible. Sure, it'll turn into X, but just enjoy the warmth and life that pours into you. Glide. Be patient. Go slow. Let it stoke itself into hot itching craziness that you have to scrub clean with sweat and fire. Appreciate the smells and flavors and textures, the prickles and tickles and all that fun that you're missing out on. 3. Read a book to each other. You'd really be surprised. This can be combined with cooking dinner, playing Civ, drawing, hammock swinging, all of it. Pick a book that you like and share it. 2. 7. 3. Seems like proper order to me. My goodness. I had a girlfriend who played Civ with me. We played co-op on the same map, Earth, set with the maximum amount of computer players. That game entertained us for over a year. We slowly eliminated other players, divided up the spoils until we were the only 2 players left. And then the fun began. She played dirty, literally. She distracted me in real life, boobs. So, she could take over one of my cities in the game. I played on a desktop, and she was on a laptop right next to me side by side. And she would constantly peek at my screen to see what I was doing and make adjustments to counter my actions. One occasion she spontaneously went down on me, and I was enjoying it. When I hear mouse clicks, she was taking over a city while sucking me at the same time. I wasn't even mad, just amazed. Gosh, I miss her. Most women I've dated since won't touch a game, or yell at me for playing too much. X? Yes, this is a serious answer. Yep. Naked battleship with X dice and booze. If you get a hit, you get to roll the dice and they perform that act on you. If the ship is sunk, you take a shot of your preferred alcohol of choice. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and leave a comment which story you liked the most. Subscribe and hit the bell notification for updates on our latest videos. And don't forget to check the links in the description box for more awesome content.